do creative things out the backfield. More so like, like how they use Christian down there in San Francisco, like something like that. So that's kind of what like the plan is here.
Bijan yesterday or the other day talked about how there's been kind of like talk of him being used kind of like a Christian McCaffrey, a different kind of way than we've seen him used in the past. I just wonder what your thoughts are on that, him saying that.
Yeah, I think, Bijan's such a talented player. He's going to play running back first and foremost. And then any way we can find creative ways to give him the ball like the Niners do with Christian McCaffrey is exactly right. So.
Many people don't realize the greatness with Bijan Robinson. He was a legend coming out of high school, a 5-star recruit. Not just a 5-star recruit, but a guy that was a highlight reel making machine. A guy, when you watch his workouts, you can tell he was on a different spectrum than any other athlete in the college football recruiting scene. When it comes to college football prospects, you could just tell he was built different. You can tell from the highlights from his high school days that he was a different type of prospect. Then you saw him on the field at Texas. You saw the speed, you saw the bursts, you saw the agility, you saw him miss tackles, you saw everything, and it was the total package. That's why he was considered a generational prospect coming out for the draft when he was drafted 8th overall by the Atlanta Falcons in 2023. He had a 90th percentile size adjusted speed score, 82nd percentile burst score, 215 pounds. We got the size, we got the speed. He moves like a guy who's under 200 pounds, but he catches the ball out of the backfield like a wide receiver. He's smooth. He is the total package for a running back. He's flashy. He's efficient. He gets it all done. Last year with the Atlanta Falcons, we had Arthur Smith, and it was not a good time. They would pull Bijan out for Tyler Algier. We had that headache game where he wasn't out there. They would limit his workload. Arthur Smith would do things to curtail the offense, but now he's gone and we're on the greener pastures. Now comes Zach Robinson, the new offensive coordinator, the former passing game coordinator of the Rams, where we saw Kyren Williams get a 74.8% opportunity share. We saw Kyren Williams last year get way too many touches than a running back should of his stature. 4.8 targets per game, 67.6% route participation rate with the team, and averaged 21.3 PPR fantasy points per game, second among running backs, Kyren Williams. And now that offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, is going to get his hands on Bijan Robinson. And his running back last year, Kyren Williams, was used in the passing game, was used between the tackles. They didn't want to use a second running back. Bijan Robinson could be getting that workload. In steps in Kirk Cousins. The Falcons last year, we had Desmond Ridder on the field, stinking things up. Kirk Cousins with the Vikings, a good distributor of the football. We should see a faster paced offense. The coaching staff all along this offseason, I've been saying this offense is going to be looking different. They're going to be saying the ball is going to be moving more freely to the targets. Drake London, Kyle Pitts and company. On top of that, they've been glowing over Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson getting more work. Bijan Robinson looking more like Christian McCaffrey. But Bijan Robinson last year in targets had 78th, fourth among running backs, just 6 less than Christian McCaffrey. Routes per game, 24.6, fourth among all running backs, 17 total in the league. Christian McCaffrey ran 26.1 and was third among running backs, so he's just a little bit behind him. Route participation rate, 69.2%, third among all running backs in the league, 10% behind Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey was used more in the passing game. Snaps in the slot, though, 24.6% of his snaps were in the slot. That's fourth among running backs. In the passing game, Bijan Robinson is not far off when it comes to usage from Christian McCaffrey in an Arthur Smith offense. So what's that going to look like this year when things are supposed to get ramped up? But touches per game, 15.9 touches per game last year, 23rd among running backs. Opportunity share, 15.1% opportunity share, 27th among running backs. Christian McCaffrey, 70.6%. Carries per game, 12.7 carries per game. Christian McCaffrey had 17, but the missed tackles, he had 63. Top 5 among running backs. In college, his final year led every running back in the nation, every player in the nation, with 104 missed tackles. Christian McCaffrey, 65 missed tackles with 5 more touches per game than Bijan. but still, just 2 more missed tackles on him. Bijan Robinson had a stellar year, 3.1 yards after contact per attempt. We're looking at a running back here with tons of upside. He needs more touches. He needs more workload. We got a new coaching staff in that's glowing about that. There's nothing really to be scared about Bijan Robinson. Wherever he was at, he excelled. A generational prospect coming out of high school, a generational prospect coming out of college, throughout the draft process, coming in as a rookie, and we're good per touch. We're good in the passing game. Our workload was weird, but that coach had to leave. And now things are new. The system's new. And Bijan Robinson's got a new quarterback. Things are looking up. And everybody feels the same way because he's currently being drafted as the 7th player off the board on Underdog Fantasy as the RB2, right behind Christian McCaffrey. However, when you think about Bijan Robinson, the upside this year, as long as he's healthy on the field, it's unlimited. If Kirk Cousins is on fire, Bijan Robinson is going to be on fire. If the coaching staff is telling the truth, Bijan Robinson is going to be on fire. And nobody's scared of Bijan Robinson, but it needs highlighted. This guy's a generational talent. I think that term's been thrown around way too much over the last decade. But this is a player that will do big things this year when on the field, as long as everybody's telling the truth about his work rate. But I can't see them lying about that, because when you see him on the field, you definitely want to get him the football. Let me know what you think about Bijan Robinson for 2024. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.